It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello and welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato from the Daily Southtown newspaper, and we are at the Standard Bank location directly on 131st Street, about a block and a half west of LaGrange Road, right across the street from Sandburg High School. And we have two guests for you tonight, folks. Our first guest is going to be Sandburg boys basketball coach Todd Allen. Eagles are 6-8, coming off a big win over Stag on Thursday, 48-41. This is Todd's 11th season as boys basketball coach. We're also going to have on Laura Shallow from Standard Bank. Laura's been on a few other times a couple weeks ago. And we're going to talk all good things about Standard Bank, all the different products they have to offer, as well as services. So, got a great show for you tonight. We are going to go to a Beggar's Pizza timeout. We return. Sandburg boys basketball coach Todd Allen, who doubles as the girls golf coach as well. We're going to give them a little girls golf with Coach Allen as well. So, stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
At Standard Bank, we help our neighbors make tomorrow brighter. Families count on us for personal service and banking convenience. Business owners find smart solutions and the resources to capitalize on new opportunities. It's one thing to locate in a community, quite another to invest in it. That's what we do at Standard Bank. We're people you know, services that make your life easier, and financial strength you can count on. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Our first guest tonight, Sandburg boys basketball coach Todd Allen. Todd, thanks for coming on board again, my man.
Pat, glad to be here. Thanks for having me again.
Third time. Third time's a charm, right?
Hopefully it will be.
All right, we have to mention, this is the only student athlete in Sandburg history to be a three-time Mr. Basketball. And that's saying something, folks. 88 grad, proud 88 grad of Sandburg High School.
You didn't have to throw the 88 grad in there, but
all right,
it was 88 or 98. I'm not positive which one.
I will split the difference. How's that, Todd?
Great.
All right, coming off a big win on Thursday, the Eagles are upended Stag at home, and up until that point, assess your team's performance. I mean,
well, I think early on, I think we struggled a little bit shooting the ball. Kids have really worked hard. They've done a great job doing what we've been asking them to do. I know it's kind of a cliche. We just haven't been making enough baskets.
Yep.
So when we shoot the ball halfway decent, I think we're a pretty good team. Defensively, they've done a nice job. We've done a good job holding teams, under 45 points throughout the year. Just struggled shooting it. So Thursday night against Stag, kids really played well. We shot the ball fairly well, and it was a good win for Stag. Is a quality team, well coached, and at their place on a pretty good night in terms of crowd.
Yep.
Kids were real excited. I was proud of them.
But you throw out the records when Stag and Sandburg play. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all.
Yeah, we've had great battles over the years. Believe it or not, this is my 11th year as the head coach, and we've always had fantastic battles with them. So it was a good win for us.
Yep. Did you expect to struggle like this offensively from your guys?
Going in, we knew we didn't have really a go-to scorer. Over the summer you see the guys a lot. You play a lot of summer league games. So we did know that we were maybe going to struggle offensively a little bit. We were going to have to do kind of scoring by committee.
Yep.
So on certain nights we've had different people step up. But it's tough sometimes not always knowing who that go-to guy is. But Zach Razek's done a nice job. Sean McShane has stepped up this year. And those two guys have kind of, they've led us in scoring most of the year. So we've kind of done it with a few different people.
And how does that alter your game plan, not having that go-to guy?
Well, in the past, a lot of the things that you'll run sets and plays for, your go-to score.
Yep.
So, maybe because we don't necessarily have that this year, we've had to maybe modify some things a little bit, run more a little bit of a motion offense where you have, everybody has kind of equal opportunities and things like that. But, we've won 3 out of our last 4. As you said, good win Thursday night, so hopefully that's a springboard for us second half of the year.
Well, I'll tell you, the one thing I noticed on Thursday night is how hard your kids were playing. They were energized, passionate. Even when you guys fell behind 20-8, there was no quit. Has that been something, something that you guys have done all year, or did Stag kind of bring that out of your guys?
Well, probably a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Our kids really like to compete against them, and they know a lot of the kids at Stag. But our kids have worked hard all year. That's one thing I can say. Even when things haven't been going great, they work really hard. So the effort has always been there. Their effort, their attitude has always been there. So going into that game, Stag was 3-0 in first place in the conference. So I think they had a little bit to do with us coming out pretty hard too.
Yep. Well, year in and year out, and you said this is your 11th year, Todd. I mean, your teams have always played excellent defense. How difficult, or what is the key to getting your players to buy in to playing defense like your teams have through
I
the
think
years?
it's just the attitude that defense doesn't take talent. Defense takes attitude, it takes effort, it takes intensity on their part, and you can always control that. Year in, year out, you might not always have, all the talent in the world. Talent level kind of goes up and down throughout the years, but attitude and effort and buying into what we're trying to do defensively should be a constant. And, like I said, this year we've been pretty solid, and in the past we've been solid as well.
Someone should have told Eddie Curry that. This Friday, you guys host Joliet Central,
yes,
right?
Hosting Joliet Central.
And I saw them, very talented team. What do you think the key is going to be for you guys to pull this thing off?
They're playing well. I saw them Friday night beat a pretty good Lincoln Way East team by 18 points. They're playing very well. They're disciplined. They're very athletic. They play good, solid, fundamental man-to-man defense, get up and pressure you. So it'll be a challenge for us. They're quick, very athletic, like I said. So we take care of the basketball, I think, and limit turnovers, limit easy baskets for them, force them into a little bit more of a half-court game. I think we'll have a good chance.
Okay. All right, let's go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. There's some Sandburg pedigree with Lisa Thomas Salon as well. 2 kids that graduating. Morgan Kamack's a senior this year at Sandburg. We come back, more with Coach Todd Allen. We'll talk Sandburg boys basketball. Stay tuned.
You can only make one first impression, so make sure it's a good one with the Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club, where it's fun and affordable to get the latest trends. Girls, head to the salon and get pampered for only $27. Guys, get the cut and style you've always wanted for only $17. Or try out our other salon services. It's time to get noticed, only at Lisa Thomas Salon. Your style, perfect style.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician with state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, our first guest tonight, Sandburg boys basketball coach Todd Allen. Eagles are 6-8, 1-3 in conference, but they're playing better. Won 3 out of 4, and big game Friday night, Joliet Central here in Orland Park. 6:30?
6:30.
6:30 tip-off. Come and check out the Eagles. All right, we talked after Thursday's game, and you felt like your team was starting to turn the corner a little bit. What leads you to believe that this is happening, Todd?
I just think they've been working really hard. They've always done what we've always asked of them. And as I said, there's been a lot of games where we've had low turnovers. We've been great defensively. Haven't missed any assignments, but we just, failed to shoot the ball well. And we have some guys who I think are pretty good shooters.
Yep.
if we can shoot the ball decently, the games that we've lost have been close games, and we've just not shot well at all.
Yep.
So if we can shoot average, or how I think we're just capable of, it doesn't even have to be off the charts. I think we can have success the second half.
Yeah, you guys get in the mid-40s, you got a shot to win.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely.
like you say, you've lost a lot of close games. Your front line, man, that's a pretty imposing front line, man. Sean McShane, who he stepped out, knocked down a couple threes for you on Thursday. Chris Toth, big-time football player at Sandburg as well, and then Christian Rostovsky. You're talking 6'4", 6'5", 6'6". And I don't think many people are going to move Chris Toth.
No, Chris Toth, he's a big kid. His dad, former Sandburg grad, NFL lineman as well.
Dolphins, right? Was it the
Dolphins?
Right.
Played for Don Shula. And played at Sandburg as well. Chris is a big kid. Is starting for us now, and is only a junior, which is nice. Has gotten a lot better since the beginning of the year. So he's having a real good second half. And Sean has the ability to play inside. He's our leading rebounder, close to 8 rebounds a game. And he's done a great job on the boards and is able to step out, as you said. And Christian is a good-sized kid as well. So we do have a little bit of size. Hopefully second half we can utilize that a little bit.
And you got some depth. I know you went 10 deep on Thursday. Like generally is the case with you.
And some young depth. Obviously 3 sophomores played in that game. We start the juniors, so 3 sophomores saw decent minutes Thursday night, and I think they'll continue to see more minutes as the second half goes on.
Okay. We should also mention, you're also the girls' golf coach, and we got a little bit of a dynasty going on here with Sandburg girls golf. This year, tremendous. Finished 6th place, right?
6th place in the state.
Third time you've placed in state, or what? Right?
Third time in a row. Girls have done a fantastic job. I've been really fortunate. We have a 3-year streak going here. We're 38-1 in dual matches our last 3 years, undefeated the last 2 years. We've won 3 conference championships in a row, 3 regional championships in a row, and we've placed in state the last 3 years. We took 5th place last year, 6th place this year. I had a freshman who was the individual conference champion.
Right?
I had a junior who shot 69 this year in the playoffs, Emily McGiles. So really exciting, great group of kids to work with. So I've been really fortunate with that group.
And Hannah Kilbane is the freshman, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, when I saw Emily's score, 69, we had to hook her up with the Lisa Thomas Player of the Week. I mean, I'm like, 69? I'll never, and that's...
You and me both, because I'll never get close to that either. Unless it's a bad day on 9 holes. That could happen.
Danny Lang, however, he is definitely capable of 69 9 holes.
That could be possible. I've had a blast with them. It's been great. And, making it downstate, there's only 12 teams that make it down in the state. So it's been a great run for us.
And it sounds like, you got the freshman coming back, Emily coming back. I mean, you guys are in position.
Yeah, and I have another junior who qualified with us downstate, one of our top 6 coming back as well. I've had a great run. I have a girl right now who's on full scholarship at Bradley University playing golf, Frankie Saban. So it's been a lot of fun. So
do you think it's just word is out, in the community here, and kids are like, I want to play golf at Sandburg, the girls, or what?
Well, you know what? I think it's a great sport that is a lifelong sport for kids. A lot of times what happens, truthfully, is that the dads kind of get their daughters involved, and maybe sometimes they push them into it. But with a little time and a little effort, the girls can become really good. And I'll be honest, the top girls that we've had the last few years, it's 12 months. There's girls probably tonight that are in the dome hitting golf balls and working out. So the girls that have really dedicated themselves, it's a 12-month sport now.
Yeah, especially in golf. It's tough to be a multi-sport athlete if you want to be very competitive in golf. I mean, it takes,
and to me, it's amazing how good the girls are. Even in the Chicagoland area, the quality of women's golf is just amazing. And if you look at the local colleges and even colleges around the nation, they draw a lot of girls from the Chicagoland area.
Yeah, it is amazing considering our climate. But
exactly. Well, Luke Donald did it at Northwestern.
That's true.
He did okay. So, and University of Illinois men's is very successful. So, and it's funny because I've had some girls who've been real good who say, well, maybe I should move south and be in the warmer climate. But I've told them, I said, hey, there's only a couple months really where you can't get out at all. And if you use the indoor facilities, you can work on your game 12 months.
And I've been privy to cover girls golf.
No, we've been lacking coverage for girls golf from Pat DiSabato especially. So, hopefully next year we'll get you out maybe one time for some coverage.
We cover girls golf. I'm just not the girls golf beat writer. Okay. But my question was, How is Todd Allen, the girls' golf coach, different from Todd Allen, the boys' basketball coach?
Well, probably a lot different. There's not as much maybe yelling as there is on the basketball court.
You've mellowed, man. You've mellowed.
Well, I've tried. Age will do that to you. But I still have expectations. We still have goals for the program and individual goals and team goals. So I run both programs similarly, but obviously the intensity level's probably ratcheted up a little bit. With the boys, and golf has some rules in terms of when you can coach and things like that. Yeah. So whereas basketball, it's a little bit quicker pace, and you got to make decisions a little bit quicker and on the fly. So probably my personality is a little bit more intense during the basketball than it is in the golf.
Hey, just win, baby.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, Todd, thank you very much. And I'm telling you, keep an eye on the Eagles. Keep an eye on the Eagles, because I think the second half of the season is going to be very interesting. I like this group, man. They play very, very hard.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, folks, we are going to have an athletics timeout first off. But when we come back, Laura Shallow, Group Senior Vice President of Government and Industrial Banking at Standard Bank, a good friend of ours. This is their third time on the show. We're going to talk all things Standard Bank. Sit back, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
At Standard Bank and Trust, we believe that choosing a community bank and finding the latest conveniences are not mutually exclusive. You can have both. We strive to give our customers value and convenience, like online banking with mobile deposit, so you can bank anywhere, anytime, and competitive rates on mortgage and home equity loans. At Standard Bank, you'll find services that fit your lifestyle and people you know. We're Standard Bank, in your neighborhood.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Todd Allen for being our guest. Next guest, veteran. We're referring to her as a veteran now, from Standard Bank, Laura Shallow. Laura, thank you for coming on board again. Great to see you.
Great to be back.
Happy New Year.
I always love your shows.
Well, thank you very much, and we love having you, and then we love Standard Bank. All right, let's talk about Standard Bank as a financial institution and what it offers.
Well, I think, we could say a lot of great things about Standard Bank. It's been an important part of my life for many, many years. It's a well-known, well-established, very safe, very secure financial institution. We were actually founded back in 1947 as a community-based institution. And we offer just about every product and service that you would come to expect. Right now, in terms of our size, we're about $2.5 billion in assets, which is a very good-sized community bank.
And if you win the Powerball, $1.4 billion, right? That would be something. So
that
put
would
it in
be
the
great.
Standard Bank, right?
That would be great. And I have taken care of a number of lottery winners throughout my career, so
you have the experience.
It's not it's not impossible.
Yeah.
And we do have we have 35 branches that are in the metropolitan Chicagoland area and Northwest Indiana. And many of our branches from when we first were established are in the southwestern suburbs, including this branch right here at which is located around 131st and LaGrange Road in unincorporated Palos Park. And we do have another one right in the area at 119th and Southwest Highway, and we have one in Orland Park. So, it's kind of nice to be here, especially since our guest was Todd from Carl Sandburg High School.
And a longtime Standard Bank, I don't know what you want to call him, but he's banked with you guys for years. He said 25 years, I think he told us, right? And
we definitely appreciate that. And I wore these colors,
Sandburg colors
today for the show, so it's great to be here.
What type of relationship does Standard Bank have with Sandburg?
Well, as a community bank-based financial institution, Standard Bank really likes to get involved in all the different important organizations in our community. And we're really excited because Carl Sandburg High School is just a very reputable and very strong school. Yep. And a lot of the employees of our family members go to Carl Sandburg High School. We also, because we hire people from the area, we have some of our current employees who are graduates, proud alumni of the school, and also some of our employees, some of their children and grandchildren have gone to Carl Sandburg. So it's great, and that's one of the things about Standard Bank that's so wonderful is that, we do hire from the area and our people get really involved in the area. So. And we also, many of the bank employees, particularly in these Palos Park and Orland Park offices, they do a lot of volunteering at schools. And so when we have someone who's on a committee for Carl Sandburg High School. And we also, Standard Bank has a great financial education program. So for schools like Carl Sandburg, we'll offer topics of interest, special programs on topics of interest. So those can be for all different types of audiences. For example, for faculty and staff, we can come in and we can do a educational program on, how do you buy your first home? How do you start planning for retirement if they're thinking about retiring? If we're looking at doing a program for students, we can go in and help them learn about all the different bank accounts and, what's the importance of a checking account? How do you establish one, particularly if you're a senior who's going on to college? Maybe it's the parent organizations who want to learn more about preparing to send your kids to college and how do you finance going to college. So we just have a whole wealth of educational programs under what we call financial literacy, and we do quite a bit of that in the schools in this area.
And it really doesn't matter how big or small an organization is, does it? No,
we can work with any organization at all. We love to work with organizations in our community and help them out with whatever their needs are. And I think we're definitely a needs-based organization. We use needs-based selling, so we find out what their interests are, what their needs are, and then we try to serve those needs.
And Standard Bank is a full-time, community bank, right?
Exactly.
Offers a complete range of products for individuals and families.
Right.
Talk about some of those products.
So pretty much any product that's out there we offer. Most families need to pay bills and make purchases, so for making purchases, we have debit and credit cards. Now it's just so easy for people not to have to carry cash.
Yep.
So the debit and credit cards are there. We have all the safety features in those. We obviously encourage people to look at their accounts regularly to make sure their cards have not been compromised. And then we have all sorts of different checking accounts for just about every need possible. One of them is a My Green checking account that uses a lot of electronic features like online access to your account, online bill payment. We even now offer mobile banking where you can use your iPhone and take a picture of a check and make a deposit. It's really nice and easy. So just about any product out there. And then, of course, to put money away for a rainy day, we have savings accounts. Certificates, rates as we know are lower than probably people would like, but we do have longer term investments that also will help them for planning for retirement. So just about anything.
And what about students, Laura? That are, what type of products that are offered to students who are looking to get their banking going a little bit?
Yeah, we have special student checking accounts. We encourage parents to come in with a student to open up a savings account when they're younger. And get used to, putting money aside, whether it's a paper route or whether it's babysitting, put that money aside. And then when they get to be a senior in high school, we can open up a checking account. A lot of times it's really good if the student has an account and the parents sign, because if they're away at school, the parent can keep track of the account along with them. And if they need to make deposits, do that while they're away at school. So,
all right. That sounds awesome. And in terms of organizations wanting to contact you, how do they go about doing that?
They can contact me through the bank. Just ask for me, Laura Shallow. And I'm in the office sometimes, but I really like to get out of the office and go out and visit with the client. So, I think I really have a passion for what I do, and I think that most of my colleagues have the same passion. It's not just about a job; it's about a passion for customers, it's a passion for the community, passion for service. So we get really excited not only about being in the bank and helping people, but getting out there, talking to our customers, talking to prospects, seeing how we can help them.
Yep.
So.
And folks, remember, go online, standardbanks.com. You get a lot of information on there, and there's ways probably to contact you if needed, and other banking representatives as well. And if you can't find a Standard Bank in the Southland, you're not looking, because they're all over the place, right?
We are everywhere.
And they're heavily involved in the high schools all throughout the Southland.
Correct. We love
awesome.
we love schools. We love education.
Yep. All right. Well, Laura, again, thank you for
so
coming
much.
on board
It's
again.
great to be here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, folks, we're going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. We return. Standard Bank text poll question, Players of the Week. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's has trained technicians and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island. Welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. Okay, folks, time for the Standard Bank text poll question of the week. It will have some Sandburg flavor, so here we go. Get out your cell phones. Which Sandburg football coach led the Eagles to 9 consecutive playoffs during his 9-year tenure? All right? Text A if you think it's Tom Saliga. B for Mike Navarro. C for Joe Devine. Text your answer to 708-365-8501, A, B, or C. Texter number 4 with the correct response wins a $50 gift card. Compliments of our good friends right here at Standard Bank. Good luck. All right, Players of the Week, Labriola Bakery Cafe, Golden Baguette. Player of the Week, we're going to hook up Lincoln Way West junior guard Marco Pettinato. Led the Warriors to a pair of wins, including a 21-point performance during a 46-37 victory over Andrew last week. So we're going to hook Marco up with a nice $25 gift card, compliments of Labriola Bakery Cafe in Oak Brook and Chicago. The Lisa Thomas Salon Teen Club Player of the Week. We're going to keep it close to home here. Sandburg girls basketball player Jessica Marino scored 29 points during a 60-56 loss to Stagg, but outstanding performance, very clutch. We're going to hook her up with a nice goodie bag, compliments of Lisa Thomas Salon in Tinley Park, Orland Park, and Mokina. Hope you enjoyed the show, folks. Have a great, great week. We'll see you next week.